just for show. Just for show. Yeah. That's what we do, just for show, bro. Now this is a story all about how my life got twisted upside down. I'd like to take a minute to sit right here and tell you how I became the president of a town called Bel Air in West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days sitting out, chilling out, shooting some poops on people. Well, a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in the neighborhood. I got one little fight, and my mom got scared and said, "You moving with your aunts and uncles in Bel Air." When it came time, the taxi cab came near. That's in the thing. I, whatever. What? What's populating? What's going on? Good morning.
What is your name? What? Like, if I run it up one time, run it up three, four, five, 6 times, nobody does that. Nobody. Welcome to a special segment of How Long Does It Actually Take, where I see how long it actually takes me to help my friends do something that they've been procrastinating. What is your name? Abby. What are we doing?
Organizing my bathroom.
How long have you been procrastinating this?
About a year.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we start?
I have curly hair, which takes a lot of products, so that is my defense.
Let's see how long it actually takes.
You know I'm banned from the light. I never come on site because I'm anxious and I've done this all my life and I was happy when I did not compare to those who love to dance through the night. And now it's normal life, but I'm just acting alright. But boy, it's not on site, it's like this acting a mic. It's really not on vibe, I'm super anti-alike. I compliment to those who love to dance through the night. And now it's normal life, I'm just like, not for me. This shit is not for me, I'm just like, horribly. A lonely loyalty if I was half of me. Then maybe possibly it'd be more hard to need. A lonely loyalty.
Welcome to a special segment of How Long Does It Actually Take, where I see how long it actually takes me to help my friend do something that they've been procrastinating. What is your name?
Autumn.
What are we doing?
Painting my exterior trim.
How long have you been procrastinating this?
Since the day we got this house 2 years ago.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we start?
Fixer-uppers are not for the weak.
Let's see how long it actually takes.
Now what's going on? The heck?
Oh, they're going that way.
Wow. Monks.
Yet another reminder to delete the Uber app. And here's another reason why, starting January 1st, 2026, they're issuing this statement to all of their drivers to essentially tell them, we're going to screw you over. We're going to screw over all the passengers. And here's how. We're going to require you to carry more insurance. We're not going to insure certain things, which means your rates are going to go way up. Oh, and by the way, they used to cover something called uninsured motorist, which for their drivers or passengers that were in the car, they had up to $1 million that if somebody hit them that didn't have enough insurance or had no insurance, that if somebody was paralyzed, dead, or injured, they would give up to $1 million of coverage for their drivers and for the passengers within the car, because Uber's making profits off of both of them. Okay, they dropped that down to $30,000. Starting January 1st, $30,000. And here's the kicker, which was weird, is yet another reminder to delete the Uber app. And here's another reason why. Starting January 1st, 2026, they're issuing this statement to all of their drivers to essentially tell them, we're going to screw you over. We're going to screw over all of the passengers. And here's how. We're going to require you to carry more insurance. We're not going to insure certain things, which means your rates are going to go way up. Oh, and by the way, they used to cover something called uninsured motorist, which for their drivers or passengers that were in the car, they had up to $1 million that if somebody hit them that didn't have enough insurance or had no insurance, that if somebody was paralyzed, dead, or injured, they would give up to $1 million of coverage for their drivers and for the passengers within the car, because Uber's making profits off of both of them. Okay, they dropped that down to $30,000. Starting January 1st, $30,000. And here's the kicker, which was weird, is you can see right here what they're setting drivers to sign off on. It says, except it'll still be $1 million if you're within all of these airports in California. Gee, why is that? Well, that's because they got to play by the same rules and licensure as like taxis and people that do real background checks and certifications. Yeah, we know that Uber doesn't do the real background checks because their own head of safety and risk came out. The statement is in their internal documents were found in litigation that says, hey, we're not doing enough here. We're having sexual assaults every 8 minutes that are reported. We're doing the bare minimum. Because if you were like a taxi or somebody that actually goes through real licensures and background checks, they actually find these felonies that are more than 7 years old and they dig a little bit deeper. Uber don't want to do that. Instead, they're doing this to screw over all of their drivers, all the people riding their cars. And by the way, as we all know, they're trying to go all driverless. There'll be no more jobs for their drivers. They're trying to pass a proposition here that says they're not going to have any liability. No one's going to be able to file a product liability case against them for their unchecked artificial intelligence driverless vehicles. It'll be like that movie, I, Robot, with Will Smith, where they can just hack into all these autonomous vehicles, wreak havoc, and guess what? Look, read everything that comes out of Uber, see who's filing what and why. It's only for money. They're literally sending this to their drivers in about a week. And gonna tell them, they're not even gonna look at it, they're just gonna click a box and they're just gonna tell them, you're getting screwed. Yet another reminder to here to talk about Uber again, and a reminder to delete the app. This happened last week. It's not one of our
Stay tuned, guys.